This story starts with something that sounds completely normal, but to this father, it is a huge warning sign. For 4 years, his 7-year-old son has absolutely refused to eat vegetables. His parents have tried everything, bribing him, begging him, hiding vegetables in smoothies, and even making jokes about them. Nothing worked. So one day, the father is at work when his wife suddenly sends him a photo of their son's empty plate. Her message says, "He ate all his broccoli without complaining." Instead of being happy, the father immediately becomes suspicious. He knows his son too well. The boy has never willingly eaten vegetables. Then his wife tells him something even stranger. Their son is taking a bath. The father knows that his son absolutely hates baths and hasn't taken one since he was 4. Then his wife says something else that feels wrong. She tells him not to come home early. That is completely out of character. The father immediately realizes that something may be seriously wrong. He leaves work and calls 911. The dispatcher initially thinks he's overreacting, but the father explains that his son's sudden behavior makes no sense. Then he calls his neighbor Eugene, a retired police officer, and asks him to look at the house. Eugene immediately notices something suspicious. There is a white pickup truck with no license plates parked in the driveway. The blinds are also completely closed. That's unusual because the family normally keeps them open so the boy can watch for his dad coming home. Now the father knows something is wrong. When he arrives home, several police cars and an ambulance are already outside. The officers have their weapons pointed toward the house. The father tries to run inside, but an officer tackles him and tells him there's an armed man inside. The father is horrified. He can hear his son crying from inside the house. Then suddenly the window breaks. There are screams and shouting. Police rush into the house. After a terrifying few seconds, an officer comes outside carrying the little boy. Another group of officers drags a bloodied man outside in handcuffs. Then the father sees his wife. She's shaking and crying. She explains what happened. The intruder entered through the back door while she was making dinner. He held a knife to her throat and threatened to hurt their son if she screamed. Then he forced her to text the father something that would make everything seem normal. But she couldn't simply send a message saying she was fine. She needed to secretly warn her husband without letting the attacker know. So she thought about something only he would understand: the broccoli. She knew that their son had refused vegetables for 4 years. So when she suddenly told her husband that their son had happily eaten broccoli, she knew he would immediately recognize that something was wrong. It was their secret emergency signal. The father looks down at his son, who is clinging to his leg. He asks if he's okay. The boy nods through his tears. Then he says, "Daddy, I didn't really eat the broccoli. I promise." And that's the twist. The broccoli was never the important part. It was a desperate message from the mother telling the father that something was terribly wrong. And because he knew his family so well, he understood the signal and got help in time.